I set out on this slide an outline of the webinar. I'm going to give some introductory thoughts about the relationship between artificial intelligence and data protection. I'm going to look at the role and attitude of the UK's regulator, the Information Commissioner's Office, or ICO. I'm going to look at some general approaches to risk management in the context of artificial intelligence and data protection. And then I'm going to zoom in to some of the stages of development and deployment of AI systems. I'm going to look at data protection considerations when you're training and testing AI, data protection considerations when you're deploying AI with a particular focus on automated decision making. And I'm going to look at some of the output of AI systems with a focus on generative AI. I spoke about fairness a little earlier on. And the common phrase that they have in discussion of machine learning is garbage in, garbage out, which means that whatever data you put into the system, if it's bad data, then the data you get out will be bad results. A data controller needs to look at dataset fairness when inputting training data. The system must be trained and tested on properly representative, relevant, accurately measured, and generalizable data sets. And a controller may be required to show that the training data is as representative as possible of all those affected, sufficient in terms of its quantity and quality, so it represents the underlying population and the phenomenon that's being modeled, assessed and recorded through suitable, reliable, and impartial sources of measurement, and has been sourced through sound collection methods, is up to date and accurately reflects the characteristics of individuals, populations, and the phenomena that you're trying to model. We can look at an example in the law enforcement context of how an incorrect training data set can result in results that are unfair for the individuals who are the subject of decision making as a result of the model. If you take training data from the US and use it to predict crime and policing in the UK, it might be unfair to those who are affected because the patterns that lead to crime and the methods of prevention in the US may be quite different to those in the UK. So it's the development of the model that affects the outcome of it and results in unfairness. And there's a lot of material on the web, and it's generated a lot of discussion, the possibility of data bias. And again, this can be embedded in to training data, and it's really important that you get it right.